How's it going, everybody? We got an event video for today, and as you can tell by the thumbnail that you just clicked on, I think this event sucks, but it's also fine, I guess. Structurally, I hate it. Rewards-wise, I couldn't care less. And I think, Scotty, is that about right for you as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. By the way, that's Scotty. He's up there. Doesn't he look pretty?
Hi.
Yeah. Let's go do this video. All right, so first things first, let's talk about this little web milestone going on. We got to do some blitzing. It refreshes daily. It repeats 3 times. Blitz event. Scotty, hit him with it. What are we doing?
Well, as much as I wish the 1 hour timer was back, they didn't do that, but I
Yeah.
did bug them about it because I want it back real bad.
Yeah.
This is not a very heavy blitz needed thing, but it is probably going to be more than most people want to do. So it depends obviously on how many credits you get per win once again. So like if you get like a 2,000, it's going to help a lot. But basically 4 rotations a day, assuming 45 wins per rotation. If you get lucky, you might get 3 a day. And that's going to give you 2,000 Defender Pumpkins every day for the main event.
Cool. So we're getting some monthly items. Or is that currency to open up an orb? What is the pumpkin stuff?
It's for the main event, the Dark Avengers Defenders that also started today.
Okay, so it's going to help us there. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see what's necessary. Let's get on over to those Dark Defender event. We are doing. We're collecting the pumpkins. So there you go. We are winning Cosmic Crucible. We're winning with Masters of Evil at certain gear tiers. This is the gripe I have with this event. This is why this event sucks. To win in Cosmic Crucible can be very difficult, depending on how crazy of a punch-up you're doing, or if you're facing Super Skrull. And to be forced to actually win with the Masters of Evil makes that task even more difficult, because Masters of Evil is a great follow-up attack against a Super Skrull team, or against many teams. But if you lose, then you get 0 credit for this. And then you have to either try again and hope for better RNG, or better placement, or whatever the case may be. And if you have to sub anybody out of the Masters of Evil to, make yourself more likely to win, you're losing points too, or then you have to somehow slide that character onto a different team, which might hurt you in the whole winning the battle overall thing. This structure is horrible. It needs to be changed to play Cosmic Crucible, put a limit on it so people can't gimmick the system by purposely losing and doing 3 battles all the time. Literally, the win Cosmic Crucible battle they have that is worth 200 points, times that by 18, that needs to be the limit. End of story. Same with the winning with Masters of Evil, play with Masters of Evil. Put a limit on it. There you go. How do you feel about these kind of events, Scotty? And in this certain circumstance of this event, does it matter?
I mean, for this event, it doesn't. It matters, but it doesn't really matter because this event, as far as rewards, isn't great. But I guess I'm more annoyed by it because in the past, the limit has been not one that you actually have to win all of them. Like there's actually been some buffer. Now I think that were the alliance events that there was more of a buffer, but I think they should give us a buffer for something like this too. So I agree, like set the limit so you only have to win like 5 every round. And I hate that you have to win with a certain team because like you said, like you may be using them as a team that needs a follow-up, so they're not going to win. You're going to use them, but it might not be a win. So there should not be a requirement to win with the team. Because it just really sets you up for failure and stress that shouldn't be there, because it, like, you may have them all at gear tier 18 and not beat a Super Skrull because Super Skrull's crazy, and then you get effed, which is just not good. So I wish they'd go back, because they used to, it was just using the team, you didn't have to win with them. So I wish they would go back. And I feel like this isn't like them doing this out of malice. Like I think it is just ignorance because they're not thinking about it and not realizing what we're using Masters of Evil for now.
True. I'm gonna up the ante though. I'm gonna say this is incompetence. I am gonna say a little bit of maliciousness, because this was a copy paste event from the last alliance one we had last week, down to the using Masters of Evil part. And we told them, or I told them in the Envoy program, this sucks. You need to switch this to play, not win. And then they copy pasted to the next week. So either the event person hates me and they understood how I felt about it, so they wanted to run it back, or it's malicious, okay? So I'm gonna drop the ball there. It's malicious. And now that I'm allowed to tell everyone we're going for a meeting with them, we're gonna be with Scope people, it might be a little awkward with the event coordinator, but I'll be cordial. Hopefully they will be too, and I'm gonna ask them very politely, please, no more win with X team, just play with X team, okay? Moving on. Let's talk about the math. What are we looking at here?
Okay, so I did a like max what you can get, like I say free to play, but obviously if you have Masters of Evil, all 5 of them at Gear Tier 18, you're not free to play. But just kind of showing what kind of realistically the max was for some people. So this is having Masters of Evil all at Gear Tier 18, using them each round, winning all your battles, doing the web milestone. And then as far as ISO energy, which is also where you're going to get the Defender pumpkins from, the drop rate is terrible. So doing the 50 core refreshes the 4 days, and then using today as like a bonus day, and doing 4 of the 50 core refreshes. Though they may be the free energy refills if you have them stocked up, but most of us don't because we just had an event where we had to use them because Scopely hates us. You're going to get to milestone 17, so you can't even come close to finishing this because milestone 17 is 36,000, and to finish it you need to get to 60,000. But the good news is all the rewards are not that great and not really worth spending a bunch of cores or buying offers for, because there's no Gear Tier 18, no crazy amounts of gold. It's just Gear Tier, I think, 16, 17 stuff.
Yeah, that sounds awful. And your math to get to Gear Tier 17 assumed everyone has Gear Tier 18. Like, this was like a fantasy for some players, and it still doesn't finish the event. Come on now, what are we doing? All right, moving on to a more reasonable bracket. What are we looking at for the second one?
I mean, reasonable. This is still like people that have, really invested in Mo, so I don't know if it's like still the reasonable one, but basically if you only have one member at Gear Tier 18, like me, for example, because I took Kang to Dark Dimension 6, and you have the rest at Gear Tier 17. I actually do, but a lot of people won't, but I had invested in them. Just showing you getting to milestone 16, which is the one just down from 17. This gets you that gold phase bits thing for a costume, the Silver Centurion. I don't know if it's really worth it, but it also gets you 15 photon shards, which is also good. But it does dip into the cores more than most would probably want to spend, because you actually have to do 2 100 core refreshes of the ISO energy every day, which is quite a bit. Maybe you really need the blue ISO, like you're farming them for a reason, and maybe it would be worth it to you, but I don't know if 15 photon shards is worth that, because that's quite a bit of core usage. But that is a way you can get there. But I would not call this a reasonable track, so no one yell at me. It is not reasonable. It is just the next step down realistically in my mind.
Okay, sorry, I misspoke. I just assumed the one that wasn't the stupid track would at least lead to the reasonable track, but apparently there's only stupid tracks for this event. All right, can I say the next one is reasonable?
I think this is much more reasonable. Some people may be a little bit better than this, but it definitely is a much more reasonable use of cores, and maybe not even having to dip in your cores, because you might be able to just do a lot of them as the free refreshes.
Okay.
This is still assuming that everybody has them at the Mo at Gear Tier 16. This is still winning 6 battles every round. Doing the web milestone, not having anyone at Gear Tier 18, and maybe having one member at 17, because I think a lot of people have invested into Kang, so that's kind of the way my mind is working. But only doing 50 core refreshes twice, as I said, and then today is the bonus day, so just doing it 3 times.
Okay.
Will get you to what I said, milestone 14. So that is still going to get you 15 of Photon. You're just going to miss out from the one I just talked about of an extra 15 for Photon and Ghost Rider, and you're not going to get the Silver Centurion costume.
Okay, well, you know what? Life sucks, but costumes do too. So who cares? Moving on. Let's look at the rewards of this event. I actually see that the monthly item is at milestone 12. You think it's possible we can get a write-up for that one on the Discord, and people can go check that out?
I think you missed some of my write-ups.
I missed some of your write-ups. All right, edit time. Ready, Freddy, go. All right, now that Scotty has informed me that I missed half of the slides, we're going to go ahead and tick back off on this one, which is, again, a milestone 14, but a little bit easier. Walk us through this one.
So yes, this is for people that have scroll and maybe aren't gonna clear, or you're gonna have a dorky dad rage and not clear. Just basically showing you can still get to milestone 14. It's just gonna take a bit more refreshes. So basically you're gonna have to do 4 today as the bonus day of the 50s, and then 3 every day. So you're probably gonna have to dip into the cores and not rely on like free energy refills. But that can make up the difference and maybe take some stress off of you. This is still needing to win with Masters of Evil, so I guess maybe if you go against the Scroll team and it's not looking good, just take that as an L and use them somewhere else where you can win, would be my recommendation. But obviously that's going to take a little bit of planning. But yeah, there is a backup plan, I guess, for you.
Cool. So core the ISO store a little bit more, and make sure your Masters of Evil 5-piece team wins. And you should be able to get back up to 14, even if you drop one out of the 6 matches. Okay, and then we have, of course, I couldn't believe I doubted Scotty was going to give us one just for the milestone item. This is just for milestone 12. What are we looking
at? So this is a pretty bare bones. So some people may fall in between, the two. But basically completing the web milestone, because I'm just assuming everyone's going to do that because it's only 3 to 4 rotations a day, and hopefully everyone can still pull that off. Doing 6 battles every round and winning, using 5 Mo members, but none of them above gear tier 16, and not using any core refreshes on ISO energy whatsoever.
Nice.
Just free to play.
Nice. Okay, so that's for milestone 12. Now we'll go into game, and we'll see what things look like. So this is going to be our event. As we see, the opening rewards, we're getting some monthly items, a little bit of Origin Mystic gear, which is not bad. Milestones 9 and 10, we're getting 10 shards of Robbie and Photon. We're getting a bunch of Elite 4s, a bunch of Elite 5s. It really does seem like the Red Star system is dead with how much we're getting. The monthly item at 12, 15 Photon shards at milestone 15, 15 Robbie at 15, and then, yeah. Oh, man, they really did bury all the good shards pretty low. Like, if you're only getting milestone 12, you're getting 10 of each of these characters. That kind of sucks. Yeah, it's like you said.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be eyeing the catalysts, too, like the focus and health catalyst. So, like, that might make it worth it to push a little bit further. But once again, like your realistic max is 17.
At gear tier 18 for everybody.
At gear tier 18, so it's going to be hard to get there, but the Krakens who have them at gear tier 18 are probably going to buy offers to get those catalysts because they need catalysts because that's what they run out of. So,
but why would they hide the good character shards down there where those people who will get these milestones just turn into ultimate shards? Who plans these events, Scotty? Who? Okay.
They're trying to turn the whales into Krakens to make them want those shards, but really that's a terrible.
You just get
looking at the offers, just buy more character shards. Don't buy the event offers.
You'll just get people to. I haven't even looked at the offers. Let's see what we're looking at here for some of these pumpkins. Oh, 15,000 for $70. Sure. Yeah, give me some. What is this? Gear tier 16 orbs. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, $25 for 5,000. So I need to buy 3 of those to go from 1 milestone to the... Great. Oh, good. Good. Okay, my advice for this event is do what you need to do to get that monthly item and realize...
Get out.
Yeah, just realize the day where every event was an event is long gone. You now have one event in between offers. That's what works from now on. Thank you so much for doing the math, Scotty. You are appreciated. And that's it.
You're welcome.
That's the end of the video.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm losing my goddamn... That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.